no na obe provide say na be betimi abie tourism sector na and no benya more impact on nkrofo of course revenue generation and na adwuma nso and so ebenya nsesaso ewo ho ebio okasa sabatapa program nso no ebeboa agric and ye nyina yidim say when it comes to Ghana, agric play very important role. Or can send back one many edge because it has been one of my worries. When you talk about a GDP growth, a growth without jobs or employment. Who say be a GDP grew by 5%, 10%, 8%, but now unemployment rate is still a high. In Tiabasana, or more ankamode or more physical skills every year juma and yes can even know or more year be now could be or more to say oil sector because say it's mean it be 50% of your revenue for oil sector. How many people earn a produce oil and I say nipa send a year juma or oil sector a basa GDP across for all right but nipa send a contribute here and a benefit here or can say this time no Abana want to do something bring about growth, but that growth will come with employment. So they want to do away with growth without employment. So I don't see one issue or mention here. If he said it caught my attention very well, and yeah, this answer a bit to me abwa. Ebio youth job bank na okay, you know. I don't mean read it, so I don't know how it's going to be like. Me name say a bet to say NAPCO. And I say former a bit take it there. I think say me details every day I will know exactly what is in there. But for me, maybe a bit creative job I'm be for even 1 year for 6 months crown. If it's a very good. As far as I'm concerned, obi ya juma ya 1 day crown as when you scabi the ebia sanka when ya say juma na ye enya say scan antony botoma. And kebi at the better no enye. So any initiative be a big creative job, ebema youth in particular, because Ghana no when it comes to the youth na obibe school, all school in no abusiafo yin ani dan so. Say ntuma kra na ye beton e de ahwemo awie school. Then ube school no afi na otifie onya adwuma anye. Edu ba bi kra na ho aisa ya hi wafie ye no aduane na wo ho kra empese be ma bi ni manema inti no if say opportunity be eba na youth no anya adwuma aya me fi say step in the right direction I'm say it's welcoming news.
Okay,
it's welcoming news. Inti these are some of the things I me fi say
key highlighter
me fi say ebenya direct bearing ewo nkrofo asitenem na youth so in particular yatimi anya ejumaye and now Oksan can be about the women empowerment say when it comes to procurement 20% will go to the women and also I will wait till I see the details how it's going to be like because say women are especially women are more vulnerable, those in the market, those who are doing their own businesses, the seamstress, the hairdressers, etc. So I'm here to see how they will benefit from that 20% procurement now. I buy Edibema and Mano. Until ABR in course of the week, you benya details from those areas. Now you're to me interrogating here.
Without say new lab Asamoah and what my key highlights I'll pick here from this media budget review. Minister of Finance that got to Emrashebe for any day. What drink show Susuye and was same bizarre saying and a the bar. Na ya can kayama yourself and then so at in okay. Because Alaji Shak Chebrobe be a car tourism no number who said in Yaji Italy for within the country,
within the country.
Oko Roma, what we call Rome or Momu friend Roma. Yes, tourism as I mean virtually that is
the whole city is about tourism.
Yes, that's one is holding the whole way. Now you go to Colosseum is a beautiful place that you want to visit. Then we say Ghana and could be a booty as mansion or 2,000 kwa. But this Colosseum, we had a dilapidated structure.
Yeah.
Baby, I Gina so graduated.
Say one of the 7 wonders in the world.
7 wonders in the world. Graduated season time and graduated school. They are keeping this edifice a day nipa Colosseum edifice. You can't believe it. But the Vatican is there, the Duomo is there. What should I walk cathedrals are? People just go there and enjoy and pay money. So I think, sir, we should also find a way to that's Colosseum.
Okay,
it's a beautiful place. To be, you know.
Just on kind of tourism, no. Lawyer, I'm excited. And say, make you know, say Ghana. Apart from saying you could school, not true excursion.
Yeah.
And then you drew university. Na ebia old students, CSE, NCA, Akosombo, and other places. You know, I'm saying you're guilty. Say,
I'm
talking about domestic.
Domestic.
Exactly. I say you're guilty.
But then the entire soul say apart from Kakum National Park. And
so botanical gardens,
canopy walk or Kakum.
No, there's a water region. There's this
Vru Waterfalls.
Vru Waterfalls.
Yes.
I've been there. I mean, it's a exciting place to be. Apart from,
and I remember also going to a friend is saying a Brie Gardens. You know, and you know, and all that. Brian, even you just crying. So no zoo, no money, and then
you know, that's you
know, and it's all kind of strike him, you know, and. Sir, na from London, especially where you now work France, you know, work Germany, then you go to tourist sites, be another Disneyland, and so Paris.
Yeah.
Na it's an amazing place to be. So, you had the Kipu Forest. Where dear, ultimo say Africa quiet yeah. It's beautiful. Ni aye train ni na ni moon ti no ba bia wo pese wo ko hwehwe ni ma bia no duru ha no wasi. Na it's amazing. Wow. Na sabi so bi ya de niam agumwa bottles ya agumwa sota na mini
12 bridges El Paris.
Exactly.
The 12 bridges.
Na
very beautiful.
Exactly. Omo mini canoes and so ship is so near no na ye tourists who kwakotena na hwen kania ye je gomu bokum ni fa wako Eiffel Tower and all these things. Yeah. But what is exciting at the jana me srefa ono no de no say aban no consciously.
Yes.
Atmia kase ma yan hihye bi e de ato ho. Momo me manfo momo de na mo hwe say mo nsa be ka bie. Na nsa ka bie me mfa ntu kwan firi krom.
Spend.
Na fa kokrom ha fa konnem na wo hwe abeka say sika aban na hye no wo hwe abeka say sika aban hye exactly what is stimulating domestic tourism na nkora no ne mabunu no ne panimfo no kra na say e ka ye ho a aban ama sika wa ba den wa so that is it's such a beautiful system. I'm saying it means you know boy need develop your tourist site and so but look at where diaspora for the way almost in back echo usu castle ne Elmina any or friends saying Christianborg ne the rest no
but we need to but say yeah hands yard because
sites no
obi bana oko sa akɔhwɛ ebia wakɔ osu castle sikasen na otua de akɔ hɔ na ɔkɔ hɔ ade na ɔtɔ afiri hɔ ɛbɛba yɛnyɛ sika okɔ Colosseum artifacts na ɔmo ayɛ wɔ hɔ a yɛyɛ nneɛma bi a wɔmfiri hɔ no na wɔ spend sika wɔ hɔ
what bibi
okɔ afota wɔ hɔ yɛ ase wɔ yɛ wɔmfiri hɔ na wɔ spend sika ɛwɔ se yɛ nneɛma
miniature afeta with canal also na shoes and yet
ɛwɔ se yɛ nneɛma no wura Vatican city wɔmfiri Vatican na usika wo ho nyina ye rose na ubenya bibia
hotels susu beji usika restaurants beji usika transport e wo country no almost beji usika
people will not only tell
you're the court already now. That's why I was looking at him. And their concept is like first time I've heard say government the Sikabia to horse apply for the purpose would be construct. I think it's very, very amazing. I agree with Minia New Love to the extent say new taxes are in particular taxes are and can hear if I say VAT a can be na fuel and so a can be and now say and can't directly crana we had ne kwakura and kania tomb and now say kwakura your friends say yeah fuel no and you know no amano I think say idea but I want to spend a little time on the youth
very, very important issue because
it striking me to the point say minya the little time no that's where I wanted to look at the details. Tembiano yeshe youth employment ni yehwe free say aban e den e ma omojuma ana say ankrankra nyuma ye omo di basis ho na ya fa amanfo adwuma na say osha former president Kofo Ebaye no the youth employment program aba atena ho abisi samre na Danko Kofo Ebaye no the NAPCO enso bae at least emfie 9 die eno so adi afei was the youth and afforestation so aba and our friend is saying National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program. And MPP and a friend of National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program. But previous government and near friend yes, youth enterprise support. But a National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, no doubt, say I expanded. Utie, the former CEO of NEPA, or just say building training for over 45,000 people. And now one kasa this kama almost so almost one kasa find your marginanos almost support to over 9,000 people. And who say even with NEP no crano na different from NAPCO no in the sense you know the more capacity building ye to no sa kire adwuma upese okobie na okobie nsusu ne se unni sika ya pesika na de eden ye de bi asowasene. But government is coming with an expanded program any slightly different. Baby was saying information was share ya na mani age ho ne say survey actually said there is a skill gap between nipa ye training warm ewo yen universities near tertiary institutions no any ombabontia adwumombe there is a gap and the gap is about 50%. Which means as say tertiary institutions no any aban no and employers no ewo responsibility. My uncle Dr. Smart Sapon and so I research be I'm saying here be outdoor no next month makajan say on my copy wash a numa any qualifications amount for amount for advertising say we na year person amount for no that kind of scientific survey no idea you hear you know so you also see it mean a share one more fa and mabu no more free omo pay adwuma na say enuma esese mabu no be ye ene emabu na nkasa nsoso ntete a ye de ama wo mo no emu be se ho mu nchichemu aduenum again abobra ye no nti se wo se wo focus se anipa no won ko school na sabim produce ho onko ye bibia na obabonte a de adwuma ya hye si ho na wo kwa akopɛ no se adwuma no wa ye krado se wono no ntete na wonya ye nu pa na wo hia no no de na ye adwuma na wo behwe no na ayeden emra bi mitie yera Canada Japan o se look na wo pɛ engineers na wo fa wo mo adwuma qualifications eba in term anya accounting na human resource na marketing na way I think say survey also provide a very important ekobane sanso na edin so ye, and that is where I see say budget say or tackle something like that. One a year of friend is saying revitalize skills development initiative. I was just saying yes, National Board for Small Scale Industries, NBSSI. Ababeno friends say Ghana Enterprise Agency. Now Ghana Enterprise Agency share teacher capacity building. Na yebaha say na let me point out say over 85% or how much chenu adua watching enum actually ohwe enuma ye biebie no oman mu a wo mo eye enuma nketwa micro, small and medium enterprises. It's just about less than 15%, and a big companies are 18.5%. Now you know not sure was so say you know so offer the biggest employment in the country. Just onyana juma fashion bina business bina all year. So on fa will be crank kind of one a juma war year eman and sakonano. So restaurant bina will be we are Gyan on Kwanensa and so that or before be a kind of home. Now you know so and a door. In terms of the contribution to your GDP is over 48%. And you say impasses and ye per se you solve youth unemployment problem and as unemployment problem generally are. As I say it me tackle a ho. Na hono na skill development na our formula or monte no formula as I say here na ye payemu. So Yanunti Ghana Enterprise Agency na abano will focus on that. And you youth no also the women aspect, a part and also so on BSI. Of course, your National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, medical also that youth, employment program. Why and to say and also almost something similar. Codvet. And so BBSA. And as I say, the all can say one more prepare subsidized rates be at their support to private businesses. Be a obefa obia warrior school for floor. Na u training no so the be ya obetimi enye dwuma no aye, but the aye dramatically different say and it's a abandonment will establish enterprise and youth support fund ye bofoto e de ato said the be ya sa foto no enwuma emabunu enna ebe peja se womo pese womo eye na womo sa call man no ye betimi anya saa foto no na ye de atan womo achi na saa foto no ye bo a wobema venture capital trust fund na potokasem womo ye fund managers womo mbehwe say sika no so ama wom on say align with venture capital transfer no kwa no womo enhyehyɛ enye no nko wo be establish online investment hub just baby a emabunu no beko akwakonya information say adie we kura me pese me yi ekwan ben so ana mefa so a menya ho asem na makenkan na mahunu say oh saa adie we me ya ekra ena beboa me ama me nso me nsa eden akoma no na se my establish me business na me nsa etimi akoma no or hwe se ebetimi support to a nipa bese more than 100,000 with this kind of
the youth bank
the initiative enti who say a groundbreaking and sana asaba be hwe sa obatampa program no ene ekwan a ye no so youth ever so womo so ebe benefit here Ghana Skills and Enterprise Development Project by Student Entrepreneurship Initiative Youth in Community Improvement Model and so by Alternative Employment Livelihood. Now alternative employment livelihood no teach you you know, you look at the mining areas. Now, how does that mean here? Say, yeah, or almost like the new lab kind of the expanded program. No, said yes, yeah, no, na enkasa. Any modules are a woman. If you say tree planting, for example, a major area, those mining, you know, sectors are able to employ a NIPA, you know, and other things. And then similar to this. Any of friend is saying a man also at the end say 20% government procurement. Of course, we want to see the details. But the biggest spender in every economy or might be will be with Timmy a yisika head year adena or man a Kenyan a abine. And the Sabai Casa 20% na what this so. No matter how the details are going to come, Sabano Ede Babano Obed Disuono Eade Huhia pa because 20% of them if you say Adea Emusopa. Na afe capacity building Edika can entity I edema or more. So na yano so be answer under the Ghana recovery program no. And by the way say or the development bank Ghana eba. So development bank Ghana no sectors mako 5. One a year of friend is saying tourism. And so in Komoya fit into sa development fund no na agenda no. Then yengina so ye tumu say coronavirus here by industries are a year, perhaps the biggest hit, a year, tourism, in terms of transport. Now, the whole London Heathrow, now a wire, like cemetery, aeroplane being called Bimba. So, then we say, Kotoka, any others now. Not just say, idea a hit woman can see we share hotels, we share restaurants. Anti development bank Ghana no ebeshana lending to those sectors at cheaper cost of credit. Idea sky bosia yede bema wo mu a ne nsihu no eden ewo form. And sana about what friend is saying agriculture. Now under agriculture a specific on agri business. And now say agro processing. Ye no buy ye dear free ye mfumu say ye kwan ever so ye bedani ani near timi a storm and a chair ye be a dear near timi be aquaman ne aquacoton. Then ICT. Therefore, this year they say no ye di ABBA. So if you really want to pop up your economy, obviously idea as I said Oshaho. Then manufacturing generally say as I say ebo modia say ye betimi adan ye near many. I don't know idea a high money a che. China for Mraysa, we are now when you watch be and as radio be na made in China, yes, and ne one more year, no, and never. I did be a free China by Ebabiano, ye near dream bonin from okay, and sana or any housing. Na say, not your tenor of loans. Say bank mabusia no mabusia envienum I connect you cry enviencia the but now was boy and so under the development bank initiative no so no you know so buying commercial and as financial institutions between lending 15 years 20 years and above say sad year we a kickstart me feel say ebema or mine any adani. Let us not forget, he also touched on Agenda 111 update. Another exciting point or the ebaye. If we say a year, idea, I'm saying 100% local content.
The hospitals.
The hospitals. Na media na minim say any member cost in terms of assassin, homes and some budget way a different in the sense oba eba be update exactly to my progress mama because government this agenda 111 was it 88 by next month idea womo ebe pa hontoma na omo de aso ayeden abofo. That's a very exciting thing, to hear.
Okay.
And my interest in this particular budget is not more on the things that we are used to already, but the new things, idea me feel say, now me feel say, if all the youth groups in the country, idea is we are fix the country, and so call demonstration, fix the country, no, you know more what you need. Some initiatives where I buy no announce no. Identifiable youth groups in the country as a form of consortium. Now, if possible, you engage government. What would they say? Now, who be opportunities there? A free air, any quaya, we bring here as a Bible boy, no, capitalize on those opportunities. And crown fashion design and textiles, way. Baku south. Na obekọ no ne mfidie egu ho ne amanfo omogu a omoye dwuma na more than 10. Na say yetimi ye size we are on different sectors. Look at India. Look at China. Almost everybody is doing something.
No la watari otofri. Ghana na Buchi.
Oh, Ghana here.
You see?
My wife kana yakwa sorry. Na me se pata de na yakwa am wife say no mentowi. Yankota material na ma hotel and mpama. Inti my wife choice.
See the designer is good. Yeah. Say what can we na me youth na me happy when the government says say we be creating 1 million jobs.
Yes.
Consciously we be say 1 million jobs by 2024. Me buta say I'm happy. I mean, you have you be creating 100 days, you be creating jobs we na about and China the other, but about no more specific say deliberate government intervention we day by fine, no problem. But me madri say yen pakwanya ye be first like institutions like New Love, UNG institutions consciously and try and co schools and reorient your youth, because my point is that if drew occasions, Father's Day, Mother's Day, Nkrofo birthday, there are people in Accra, University. If there are 3 guys, no more come home, almost the surprise delivery packages. If drew occasions sometimes one book bear 1 week in advance. You can't get them, and almost. And yet be what they do this or more sample or to turn the man or more sample no more packaging nicely or more designed box for fair surprise more packaging. You be deliver why you're excited. You pay so much, they get their money. Also, so you get excited. At the end of your money, they just go, they buy, they package it. And then people go online, crack and they are different, no more a tone in the way this card that they are making. No. But we have a youth, or say, Mako University, Mako Classical History and Civilization, Mako Tie 5, may they go my ready, Matumi white shirt, I send her, say, may move from place to place. He said, me call interview until say, ye be for me Juma, me bought tie, I'm on my table, ne chair, na ma got snatch, na ma will say, yes, I have arrived. Me tell me, Juma, I've been employed. Sir, I have been employed attitude net die youth in the team say, answer sana. Because ye co university now ye Legon, a Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Kefusa, Asa. And there are private universities about a year. Students are here churning out. Aban ben na wo be head create adwuma masa adwuma no wo infa. Eti for orientation is obi a person o wie na ya be employ no underline I have been employed so that me earn salary there. And then where are we going?
But what he knows say
we should begin to orient the youth on their own, no. Yeah. Become home bomb. Just a highlight. Accra, no students are at Omoye University, guys, bear 3 or 4 no more come home bomb. Almost do you say special events na omo na ba so omo ba be ye aduane and say no amanfo before mo ko Nigeria other places so be so ye wedding ye bigger they organize it for come be ye organization behind the sika omo make no so I'm saying say if we are orienting you for the year they can be millionaires and say have been employed na ni nyansa na wakosua wo university because a universal education and yes, ukoye we to buy and I was say why the copagma with some little top up one capacity building, no, you can become somebody. Let's see how we can reorient the youth.
We have to take advantage of the reorientation. Modern.
And the way to it, okay. On the issue of the orientation, say Osha facts na in America enkwara wo more tertiary institutions 3 out of 4 ufa enipa na mu miensa adwen da wo mutrim ni se owia okoye ono ankasa adwuma
precisely
na obaya ha se nso so a for ni nyina
ekopa ba
adwuma so enunti I agree with you on that orientation. Now, say no. Most programs, even if it is engineering, you need to have some entrepreneurship somewhere within, and skill development be and so now, who says environment must be supportive.
That I agree with.
And that is where we say in FIT. Share with the issue of digitization, just one or two parts of it. Now, person can't see anymore. By next year, I buy away person or year or friends and the property address system. No, huge opportunity for our friends and deliveries and online marketing. And do you feel no view exactly? And and yet dear crana, what be your business? No say. We be office kakrakabi, we showroom kakrakabi. No. Wo place wo adia. Na nipa no why ready. Na unya say obeko ono a doorstep because digital property address system na ready. To o man car so a anase o man motor so a o doorstep no dey ade na ma. Yes, already know what the mobile money and answer QR code and answer This is the time for innovative youth to become millionaires.
We have to reorient our youth by
with the reorientation now, me say yes, stress it more. And we need to have a holistic approach to it, and yet ad hoc. And systematic, right from elementary school to the university. We share the the skills gap in terms of knowledge. Acquire about 50% gap. You see, say, obi Greek, and in the project of a written thesis. Why should that be the case? For me, Anka will be a Oya Greek there. The project should be a practical Greek ABR farm. ABR. Let your project be about 10-acre farm. Not once the department was school, baby, 10-acre farm. Do you think so? We are or because of compared more, baby. In Tanka, by the time of baby school, no, already we established that. Or continue whatever help he needs will be given to him before baby school. To obey school, not doing an say a quite of fast or commercialize it and as obey improve upon their oil.
Exactly.
That should be the case, but will be some cultural thesis or travel to not
that's there for me. Okay, maybe that's no love, that's allergy me that's it. Mama yanko break kakre bi na ye ba mo messages am send ye be kan na ye to dwumadie no so a no punch na o hwe e Kessben television o sign etie na Kessben radio be ba sisi na ye to dwumadie so.
There's nowhere to go. Relax. But if you have to step out for work or play, go for the ultimate. Get your office suits and blazers, dapper, formal and bridal wear, elegant. Go for the ultimate. Dressing to do business on a weekday or party on the weekend? Shop at the ultimate. Wholesalers and retailers of classy fashion for ladies and gentlemen. Shoes, suits, dresses, shirts, and beautiful accessories, formal or casual, look good. Get your swag at better prices. Shop at the ultimate, Prempeh 2nd Street, next to Barclays Bank, Edum Kumasi. Telephone 0244-234-432. That's 0244-234-432. Sadia Feo Fair. Your swag with the ultimate.
It's a beautiful morning. It's a wonderful day. It's a beautiful morning. It's a wonderful day.
Out of 4, Emrenaso, and the Jumelia to the match, and a Gabriel. Free no pemu, compliment on Clumpem, and Jordan Copim Fiala. If the Sami Nema, Namako Studio, Nailish. I want to see a pemu, Menema Vega Fortress, the Pemuka Jumedi, or match. And we are on him, I can have many 20 Babens, and the Akudia wants some I have to kick off every.
Chichi Medina was Sugusa with in a brass for Manchester. Yet a good some kickoff and a day Bramo.
Conco for closer and on a paying bob or snap for details, Emma 9 Tetra Brassa, Jolaka.
At exactly 7:30, Menema Vega 4, a Trassy, and a Doboka Tampes in Pesima, that to the Aman Senti, or of 4 TV, then Nika said.
Lockdown Nimono, Yachini Padria Sami, no,
now the Togari and Baku.
Emu Ensian, Nagale Matis positive.
Machichu Media won't grab at a pee. If you join any brother and I water, Yama politicians better see. Every person or money moon some account mine and some etche a month for.
Intimina, and family.
Who called I a sonko? Ya today, Kawase. Ghana for Memu, one woman on any Bibrimunia. Yamomu kind almost such no madre, Mantamni Mensina Hodono, yet a wonka. If you are diet Nasia, Ghana, Mani and Yamamade. Any Abrabomu, Sammy Yama Sicino, and the debate Chinem, Yamal Crime also at one. Yet kaboom, near the Jumedi Abro. You can join us on Facebook.com/KessbenF, YouTube.com/Kessben TV, Twitter.com/Kessben TV. When you are Kafua and a mama to my dear son. Within your mind, you'll do watch your man in the morning.
Especially for you.
China. Hello?
Hello, Boga Toronto.
Kounia, my word, papa. Then coming on the 2 kwayo, but I'm a traveling agency for no more disappointing me in such a way that many are prepared.
Madam, the Mary BBL. Until I'm a kid, my mom phone call has been traveling to. We have problem with that. Mupacho Shamasida house is here. A doom Kumasina Mumbo crowd.
Come, Mr. Want to me, Mwamia, Mamma.
Ah, excellence level. Madam Free, men and can say 2 kind. Banco Jan Wama, so she will be the one and you cry. And the number section WhatsApp crowd or Kessben traveling to mommy.
Mema wakwaba eba Kessben traveling to. Say for going to own some day. Your flight reservations. Yeah.
We are back. Okay, with your views and opinion this evening. Lord, good evening to you. I'm asking whether the media budget favors the teachers. Hey, my people, my friends. If we are through, fine. If not, the finance minister should come again. Dan Swabiam, Asante Achimbompata sends us this message. My friends, my brothers and sisters, teachers. Good evening to you, lawyer. I think Nanado should give every police station the officer in charge to recommend 1 or 2 competent and hardworking CPS for recruiting into the service. Well, the suggestion on also or the airban. I am please. I think there should be a levy to support vocational technical graduates. Also skills oriented courses should be compulsory. Well, fantastic idea here. Now, this one says, I am a champion. I have plans to have a commercial farm, but the capital to start is my problem. Can you advise me? Well, that's why these all these policies and programs are coming up. Say, people like you who want to go into, but I hope say Nkrofona ka de Japan to mo so mo kodua okoba no mo di mo no nyina ne bufu ya so mo bia support bi. Sometimes our attitude obi ko je bank bosia se onfa nkoye fu oje ya na o de akoto tablet no de akoto phone no de akoye we na o de be 5% so de koye fu wi an wo twagya atum no aba bank go se afu ni nyina ahye me wa na sika no di ni nyina 80%. Next time, how do you get money for Saturday? So yes, short term adwin say o set up capital na ye this kind of man na no the mu half koto designer shirt ne design phones modern phones na na akakitu bi na they co invest into the business. That's not how business is. When you
way nkomo ya it ties in with Abranti and the end. So finance minister say next month, all the participating institutions na babeshia na omo draw in a compact no more here in implementation. Name they are going to tie release of resources to delivery results.
Very important.
What is here?
Yes, very important. Yes, Obiji scanner, second scanner.
Development bank, no. On one go retail, no. Yeah. The funding is through the a commercial, financial institution.
I am Suli from Techiman. In fact, I like Mr. Brobe and the way he makes his analysis. Well, thank you for appreciating my panel members. I am Agama, watching you live from Obuase. God bless you all. Thank you, Agama. God bless you too. This one says, it's my prayer that all these dreams will come into reality. Amen. Touch it from New Dubia. Say somebody touch the TV, radio and say amen to that one. Okay, good evening, Ohene. Keep it up. Good work. Thank you very much. No name attached to this one. This one says, Teacher Kujo Tepa and so of course I expect my usual teases from Teacher Kujo. NDC, you know the election rules, yet you choose to ignore them and allow 2 of your candidates to contest the elections without having their renunciation or citizenship at the time of filing. As a party, it's your responsibility to ensure that your fielded candidates are in compliance with all election laws and regulations prior to filing their application to contest the elections. You can't allow your candidates to flout the election requirement and then cry foul when a court finally rules against your sole candidate. Greetings to Chairman Odeneho Kwaku Apia and Professor Christopher Amiao Ekumfi. Well, I don't know, Kwakwapia Chairman, Mafia Chairman, congratulations to you for he graduated from UPS with a master's degree. Congratulations to you. He's also been retained somewhere. Congratulations to you, Chairman. Good evening to you, lawyer. I am appealing to the finance minister to always make sure that the budget is there to relieve Ghanaians from financial hardships. Condes Bedu Sefshi Asafo. Condes Good evening to you. Long time, bro. I'm sure you're doing well. Now, this one says, Asari Bay Traded. Lawyer, I'm disappointed in the finance minister not to mention one single project in Ashanti region. MPP never again. Okay. The projects are coming. Now, this one says, Robbie faction, Dichamsu near Goda Hotel. If the minority think 2021 media budget is of no hope, they can bend the sea, or they should leave Ghana to Nigeria or Burkina Faso. Regards to Dr. John Kuma, Deputy Finance Minister, and Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, Energy Minister. They call him Napo. He also had an ordinary, I think, doctorate degree from UPS. Yeah. This, congratulations to you, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, Minister for Energy. This year's budget statement promises a good and bright future for the youth of the country. Pakofi from Nyedehin Census, this message. Now, this one says, the cancellation of Asin North constituency results will be useless if the same NDC MP who is now citizen of Ghana files his nomination for the impending by-election, because the same constituents will vote for him undoubtedly. Kinsley Mchibua Wesiako from Manso Takurasi, Amansia South, sends us this message. Well, yeah, we remember some issues, contentious issues in there. Good evening to you, lawyer. I'm enjoying today's program. Skills training is really needful. The government should invest in this to free from job noises. The youth should also come together and plan for their own, rather than allowing politicians who always deceive us and to plan for us. Seth, watching you live from Bono, thanks you for your program. Pandas, good evening to you. Let's listen to Goomman. Of course, our education needs to be practical and supported by the government after completion, so that the person can establish himself. CEOs, ministers, and other salaries are too much. Pakwesi from Jira Banso, Western Region Census. This message. It is one of your men who's okay. It is one of your men said in America, 3 out of 4 will want to do something on their own because they have good policies that has eaten into them. But in Ghana, we can talk to implement. Okay, I'm sure you want to say in Ghana there's a problem. We appreciate your message. Good evening to you, lawyer. I could figure out some good news from the media budget read by the Minister of Finance, but I will encourage the government to walk its talk for all these good policies to be materialized. Omega from Omega Ato Lenten inside Asin Fosu Jomsko. I like your name. Everything about your name is so lovely. Honorable Chief Soso, future MP for Mena, once the High Court has rendered the election that made Honorable Kessben a member of Parliament null and void, we sincerely appeal to him to bring back all the salaries and allowances paid to him in the last 7 months. At least it can be used to build some classroom blocks for our basic schools. But the papa were cool. If he was paid, it was because he worked. So that one there. Some people are bringing out some interesting development. We will look at all these. But I mean, what's up and kind of Krebina Yembra Studios. Good evening to you, Honorable. My advice goes for the MPP leaders. Nobody should establish Kwaku Anyidoho to the party activities because MPP Good Samaritan should be stopped now. Because Mr. Sedun and his NDC propaganda trap has set in again for next election 2025. So MPP should be very, very vigilant, careful, should not sell our integrity to any political party member who will be rejected from his party. Nana Mchi Obuase conspiracy theory power. He has a point in there. OPK from Gosu says both the NDC national executives and minority MPs have failed in their Ascend North MP case, and they are bastardizing our calls to deceive NDC supporters. But they should have known better, and the media budget is an inspiring, fantastic, and hopeful one, which will bring relief to Ghanaians. In regards to Dr. Baumia, Dr. Gideon Buako, Honorable Martin Ajimensa Kosa, Mr. Usu Sechem, people have for regional chairman Michael Osebuati, Hope in Pope, and Nana B, Nana Yaudonko, and okay, ABS, MBB Bruno Regional Communications Director. Hey, OPK. Send a message and channel Papa lawyer, thank you. What is good for the goose is also good for the gander. Dual citizenship issues from okay. Or both share now, this share now, or the Kevin fan or this share mampong. I'm sure that will be okay for you. Honorable Chief So, I read your message somewhere. Now this one says, I'm John Mensah, Deputy Organizer, MPP, Côte d'Ivoire. We are now waiting for Jomoro. Okay. This one says, I am Amewuga Francis from Sefribun Sunkwanta. I am happy and fit as fatal. One day, a charcoal seller county like Ghana through MPP would also wear a white shirt. God bless you. Okay, white shirt. Good evening to you. I am Charity. I like this program. Oh, Charity, thank you for your charitable expression. This evening, Ghanaian politicians are deadly as the Delta variants. Be yourself added and not a political party added. My fellow Ghanaians, you should wise up. Prince from Ahafu, Kenya, say, Ola Cortes sends us this message. Well, Prince, you didn't tell me why you're saying this. Now, this one says, the universities in Ghana must give proper orientation to students on self-employment. Well, that I agree with you. We should have people who will be inculcating this into their students. Lawyer, thank you. Lawyer, may God bless you and your panel members. Per what the finance minister said, I think we the youths have to do 7 days fasting and prayer for the implementation to come to pass. I am Kwajo Jamra Maxwell inside Kessben University College. Now this one says Billy Bones from Afon Kwantabi. Best of all evening show Nyame Israel Pa NDC leaders MPs always press briefing telling lies must give us a break. Regards to my lovely wife Rita Bones. Okay. Good evening to you, lawyer. I'm watching you live from Kintampo North on biggest TV station in Ghana. Please, lawyer, please, let Ghanaians know that no questions or propaganda on this media budget. Ghanaians expect more prosecution. My regards to Suleiman, political NADMO coordinator, Opoku Nyame. Okay, will be so the prosecution, not what is in the media budget. More prosecution. I'm sure that this week, sorry, Minister for Justice and Attorney General, very hardworking, Modami. He was in Parliament to give us an account of the high-profile cases that they are doing. I think our democracy is growing the way I see things. DJ O'Malley and Wayosi Gosu say we should all be happy for having such visionary President Anado and his competent Vice President Dr. Baumia to lead Ghana. Regards to Hope in Pope, incoming MPP youth organizer, and all the others. You say greetings to them. They greet you as well. Teacher Kujo Tepa Susu. And this, you know, the election rules. I've read it somewhere and not going back to. A good evening to you, lawyer. I am Kinshado from Sabronum, please. So did I say North MP? No, he doesn't qualify to be MP, and he intentionally voted former speaker out. Oh, since Adabo South. But who tells you say Otto Etia and I say Otoma? I mean, this thing is quite dicey. How would you know? Good evening to you. And Sawan Prison is just waiting for the former MP in Ascend North constituency for breaching our 1992 constitution. What happened to Honorable Adamu Sekande some years back has repeated itself with the same court proceedings. Who was left to rot in prison by the and this, wow, you know, you expect me to read this one. Lord, thank you. MPP has not been the favorite when it comes to the second term. To break the 8, I will advise them to sit up as easily as possible in order not to repeat the mistakes former President Kufuor made. I think it would have been better if they did not increase salary than to insult workers with 4%. Yabuatin from Kumasi sends us this message. Let me read the last one and go back to my people. Yawamponsa Krofa Ahemfie, of course, Yawamponsa, good evening to you. The issue regarding the MP for Asen Nov, Honorable Kwesing, after the just and the court ruling is just a reflective face of the lies, deceit, and the non-law abiding nature of the NDC as a party. I urge the constituents of Asen Nov to vote for the MPP when the time comes. Regards to Chairman Wuntumi, regional chairman of the Ashanti region. Okay. Well, other people, let me assure you, I'll read your messages. I'll come back to it. I'm not abandoning your message. I'll come back to you. Now, remember, studio now. Back to the Asen Nov straight away. Asen Nov now. Matters arising from Asen Nov. So what has happened? And it's Asen Nov member of Parliament, you know, Philip Kessben. At the time, Anna or filed the nomination sometime in between 5th and the 9th of October 2020. Say, over context on the ticket of the NDC, it was a constituency, no. Now, constitutional requirements, Article 94(2)(a), it requires say, na any say or allegiance to any other country apart from Ghana. Okay. Owing allegiance means say onye obiana or sign a crank crater so man for so this share I genitum so this share. Now there are court to the name any disputable factual and say one at the time of filing the nomination that was between 5th and the 9th of October no now the renunciation certificate you know MI by 26th of November 2020. That is not a disputed fact. It is a fact. There also MUNU and say on the 26th of November 2020, some days to election, no, the certificate of renunciation, no, from the Canadian authorities are now almost a free Saadana 26th of November 2020, no, Oma Jatum se onye Canada ni this year BM. So wabaya Ghana ni kroje kron only allegiance to any other country. Now, there ordinary some court no say papa na unqualified say obe contest because sabre na o contest no na onye obi o qualify say okujina. Papa no say at the time of filing the nomination no were putting in the application as far back as December 2019 say or renounce the citizenship. Then because of coronavirus ya ebaye any one sem any delay ya to say ekodru November ansa na nensa eka 26th of November. Enti ni ono chere say ono they were putting in application. O put in application na on application so control. Enti na the time of filing na on dey nim say wa try come say or on person be Canada ni biem. As to the data Ombeja to man ebeba no ono oni su control enti no ono de onhu se wayem funso bia ana se e wo se aba na yetwam. Now me ma story no nwa court no kwatran se a ohwehwe enkrata aba na nim nyina no ono de o se emra na ya article 92 clause 2A no papa na brea na okwa akofale ni nomination no na onye obia na wa renounce the Canadian citizenship. Enti enam saade no enti we gina sa mra no so ene mra ye de to aba e de ye hihye ko to aba o Ghana ha so se sa aba na ye ko to Asen Nov yi ni se mra se badwa no watwam. Enti sa papa no ntumi me man a battery so say oyemra se badwani ema adehye wo Ascend of constituency and electoral commission wa electoral commission say electoral commission so nya nhyehyɛ na onkoto aba enkoyi emrahye badwani ewo ho. Now fast forward, electoral commission said in saka sa we know from court formally or 30 days say obe organize by election ewo ho se bibia antrega. Now NDC for I show clearly say and almost several notice say omu tutu mrika na omo apply for stay of execution of this decision aba because they are going on appeal. Now Shamre Horse say now about parliamentary election challenge and a petitioner ought to me equal appeal to the Court of Appeal. Say no line or the Audu Court of Appeal, not Court of Appeal money decision. That is the final, the highest court, no, a Court of Appeal, case closed. But there be aspect to say they are not on person for interpretation. It was Supreme Court to bam there. Then of course, I know another issue for interpretation a bit to me akopim. It was Supreme Court. Now as I say so no, na me hu say NDC for no be lawyers no be counsel beko high court no akọ apply for stay of execution. Now nan say yeah, I'm just by way of information. Nan say ya na no de yasesa yemra na ye de edi asem no ewo High Court any Court of Appeal no ya chaye kakra ewo rules of court committee aye amendment enti no say mra no ne say wo ye application for stay of execution wo nya no court na edi asem no and I said the court below you do the application, file the application at the appellate court and they say application for stay be beba so be court by all means ewo Court of Appeal and as a court na appeal no which of course will be the Court of Appeal. So maybe I do see and they say and then the other aspect of the Musakandi at the criminal prosecution no if criminal prosecution should be beba on the fact to say when you lie on oath a perjury say oko sign krata on oath say me krata ya me sign assembi e won bia megitum say no kreto do na maka e ba say metwa ntro the implication is that I could be liable for perjury e ba say no any electoral laws say we violate the electoral laws and so the consequences e flow and no criminal prosecution yenim and ho asembia but so far a send off me bonnet of far this is what has happened. Comments around matters arising from a send off.
Well, Masama was enough when I crazy. Until me finalize my comment on budget.
No, of course.
My observation be to be honest, I have me for some time.
Of course, no problem.
And yet, particularly to this budget, but me basing my argument based on agenda 111.
Okay.
I have problem with that.
Okay.
Now, my problem is say, and yes, I good.
Program,
okay. And I hear good policy and it's not my problem. The problem is why 111? You see hospitals, Emma and Crawford, which is good. But you will sky bit to me a 111 hospitals no. And as I bit me decided say you see emu 20 and many ya na yetimi use because ye say you see 20 there and try yensa ebe to me ama ye wie sne say you best start to say you see 88 and you see 111 nyina at a go ye tie sade no empempi ntibo say aban bia be free so no na policy bia anka we de ba ya anka beboa no wontimi implement it wontimi wie because one fan sizable was able to me. O fan a cassier na a baby no akoloke. Sabi is cancel in yadia yet is castle be bria, I can say is canna bunty. The person ye biano, a bit me aye. Until for me, Sir Abanka say, oh, good intention be 111. But all started with 20. Now to me, you 20 no. Now say you sua. Then you look at other areas and so. Other 20 nti kakranka krasa nanka de obepije bia no na watimi awie sabana nye careful a obefi obey government be we any term no na ye complete here na kwet say 200 secondary schools now Mahama say osi no office so na about 60 na ni na they are all at various stages of completion and it's the next government never now am to us a waste of resources omano ye bohoka and if you say yeah policy be say ye hwe hu ye say ye be ye de ensabe to me say na be ya omanfo no e be nya ho faso na ya ntiskangu
okay, beautiful idea, but on that score no, like you say, you know, is it not because say COVID by the pressure side the infrastructure health facilities are near also and President Kai say and what be here say am I vulnerable? I expose you and say yeah what infrastructure deficit when it comes to health way it decided there then 101 districts you want was a bia yetiminya befitting hospital
those who don't have
the nurses and doctors quarters attached bema yede almost so alcohol. Now you have
that is the ideal situation.
What creating new regions 6. Now once you have created 6 new regions, also obianya the regional
so hospital. Let's give priority to those new ones.
Okay.
Let's give priority. So I have no problem with 111 hospitals. But you're good. But can we afford to do now?
Yeah, we build it in face.
Exactly.
Okay, all right.
Yes. That is coming back to
Asenof.
Nabi Tio Biano, I say Asin for Nedidi. By election. Where the more kind, yeah, I know I'm sure more regional, more district capital. On foot room,
they should be assured
this time, no.
By I tried 2 months now, more kind and I do not.
I think for the more did the more family demands emerge than Mama. Lawyer, if you say, Mark can be brilliant, I will leave everything to lawyers and somebody discuss with. But Emrano and Apana Mene allergy eka. Me, to be honest, I get confused at a point.
Okay.
So read the article 94 now. 94 2A. Or say a person shall not be qualified to be a member of parliament if A, he owes allegiance to a country other than Ghana. Now my question is when does one become a member of parliament? Is it at the point I'll be declare intention, I'll be filing for nomination, and I say when you are elected or when you are sworn in? So at what point? Because now maybe some question beyond the panel, assuming say we're filing nomination at that time, no now what do our citizenship and well you see election, no, would you punish him? Say at the time of filing nomination, no, now. Or what do I say? Even though say one winning election, no, would you punish him for that?
Oh, well, I know aspect of the if it is found out say on the form, no. So what can try you could be tried for perjury.
Fine.
I know there's a be say why not 2 no. Meaning says first question no person member na. Because I've seen some lawyer face social commentary on this one but Supreme Court interpret
exactly
but Supreme Court any your courts no over the period you know omo me mad decisions bia me nyini say we ambiguity bia ewo. The simple question is yes say ansana obe qualified to be a president of Ghana na we say we 40 years and above. And the question I mean be sound say so the 39 years plus 8 months now can be 2 months and I say 1 month now we be 40 years now I say yeah be contest for presidential we are who qualify say obekwa form say aka 1 month now we di 40 years into the time we know who qualifies so obekwa file say who contest.
That is my thinking.
Again
qualify
again say yes say yeah registration voters register now we're the 17 years na ka be 1 month and 2 months now we're the 18 years they say eligibility criteria and say I just say we're the 18 years ubetumi akose o aka 1 month na ma di 18
and no one qualify because that one is clear say for the registration no say unya 18
in the same way you know the law is so clear say
for me anya clear
but public the court now interpreted this thing say at what point and you can say obi properly no a file nomination to contest an election this issue about otia jenum issue when obekaya an issue by say as a public servant at what point any betumi can say what file to contest so you can no longer hold yourself out as a public servant.
Yes,
the courts have made pronouncement on these things say the moment you filed the nomination you are deemed to have so properly filed.
So if
eligibility criteria
not withdrawn so
that mean about you can eligibility criteria Article 94 na our constitution lay out eligibility criteria. I think we are talking about 94(2)(a) because of the allegiance exactly. But the other conditions yes. Article 94 lay in the bear. So any of the conditions now Article 94 set egu hono. Sebako kra ebowa won to me you don't qualify. It is about qualification. You don't qualify so offer form. Now failure or form no so say and that date way on the 9th of October 2020. Question 9 what form no so say do you owe allegiance to any other country? Now can say no. Maybe so can say no. On the face of that document you would then qualify to stand because one can say was swear oath say at the time now what signs are form now we owe allegiance to any country. So if later no ekoba say subsequently no adie bi buyer then be person we be draw conclude but I just want us to just get the gist of expansive adena yede man say I just say you swear in and son as I didn't kick. I
just want to be sure at what point does one become NP or qualifies
to be MP? How can you become an MP if you don't contest an election?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. If I contest the election and I lose, would you punish me because at that time I had allegiance to another country?
That is if it is on the form. If you have lied on the form, no say, okay, let's say for instance say, sa form no so no. Enfan say wundi because by Ghana yemra wundi 21 years wouldn't mean stand as a member of parliament. So enfan say what the 20 years. And I will say what the 21 years on the form. And I will fill this form na was sign. And in the so-called election now Lusumpuna Obi was signed for
channel. And
you could be liable for the but if a say election also itself not be because qualification now won't qualify now contest here nullifier court not really so far no or say at the time no now won't qualify and I will contest this election. Yes. So let's look at the
so thanks for the clarification.
No, if it comes, let's look at what will come
for me. My problem normally is with the party and the individual involved.
Okay.
Because what I know is when Nkrofo file for primaries, omoye vetting. So at the vetting, what do they look for? I think this is the time obey background check of Nkrofo. More so when Munim said Nipano and Ghana not if you baby neighbor. So there's a possibility say obey dual citizenship. So what did the party leaders do to find out say Nipano were renouncing the other allegiance and I say onye. So chunk of the blame will go to the party. And on one case as individual to say okay, we have precedents. We all made reference to Adamu Sakande. So if you are not sure, seek legal advice. Say at the end of my apply to renounce, but and go through. There's no rush. You could have waited. If the end go through before election, you could have waited for 4 more years. Nanka waba. So for me, edu baby na me ni happy peace and you must say cost because people had opportunity at several times sanka or me I'm making your better, and I say on be getting rid of whatever impediment they would face in course of a more campaign or more, you know. But so obu any go so sabe say what was a private person, nobody cares about you. Obi as obey your day, obey to kwan, obey the deal, obey your day, nobody cares. But so declare intention. Say obey a public figure. Say obey some omano and I say obey MP, president, those positions, hold any public position. That is when I obey who say people really cares about what you do. But be a debt no be a better condition there. People will dig and make sure say they found something about you. And to before somebody offer yourself for public office, assess yourself and ask yourself questions. What do I have to do? And then I'm a bit me amanioma aye clear for me. Knowing very well, say as a citizen, I want to citizenship no a difficult and I say to me any position. Phil Gabra, for instance, there was a time Nanko Beye minister, he one mayor eventually. Because not until me renouncing British citizenship no. And you know, on one kasa as former MP no, I think say Robert has no advance say on the hindsight, maybe he could have done things better. Now going forward, no, I think say people will learn from it.
Will learn from this,
yes.
Because
there's no need to
Adamu Sakande is there for everybody.
So this is the second one. Into also Crawford.
Well, let's see how people have said.
If he said, then people don't learn from whatever, or people don't learn from history. I doubt say BBCBA going forward. I think say parties not able taking up on themselves. Say. Will be a contest on their.
Well, to be fair to him, so every time now putting in the application. Now every time more a grantee application emuwa.
1 year.
Emuwa almost. And now maybe I'm not doing any say. Or period no time you better call for we need Bianca and Drew or there. But unfortunately, if at the time now more you win na certificate no my then of course. Because certificate in a anima, maybe certificate.
Also applying December 2019.
2019.
And almost file a saying date ben on file nomination.
October 5th to 9th.
October
2020.
Okay. October 5th to 9th.
So okay. Clearly over 1 year.
And I will
2020.
We so by
almost 1 year.
Already certificate now. What they have said in November. What they have said is say now they need to take effect from 26th of November. Almost this is to certify that the person named above has formally renounced Canadian citizenship and pursuant to the Citizenship Act will cease to be a citizen on 26/11/2020. Will cease to be.
Say I was losing on two fronts. Say I was losing the Canadian citizenship.
And the is gone.
And MP shipping so.
That's why you're Ghanaian.
And so I say lose. Now say you're Ghanaian person in here no.
Now you can go back down.
The Ghanaian in here they are sanka Canadian citizenship. MP no here now or renouncing the Canadian citizenship no. Sanka Ghanaian citizenship because he was. And no cover Canadian the account.
Then what track Canada I chose since 1979.
Yes,
wow.
He's been in Canada since 79. Now 70 now citizenship double jeopardy.
Anyway, but let's see how things will run this time round. Yeah, what comes out of this, but what some of the commentary names that may frequent and then the attack on the judge and if we analyze it, what has gone on it was our court now. I don't think say it will be fair to fact if we want to attack the judge or anybody because follow maybe where you can fault the judge because this man was represented by lawyers at each stage of the way, what has gone on. There was a court. No application. Yes, Amaba pull out. And Kwajoga Daudu ne started here.
Okay.
He pulled out. And Amaba.
And why were they pulling out?
Daudu, I don't know why he pulled out. Amaba ne say, of course, said judge, you know, I make a prejudicial statement. Until he tried to say, judge, you don't recuse in home. And a judge and say, what then I work into your recuse in home. And then he applied to the Chief Justice. Chief Justice everywhere no say there's nothing I judge and I can't prejudicial until no one costs way. And then the application because when at the point he felt say judge you know judge and I make keep Nabian say Obentino. Then he withdrew from the Intino. I mean like it's clearly if you now follow event and I cost I don't think so. We can for
the issue of the law, no dear. If you say very clear. But lessons now woman necessary see.
Now Warren also there.
I want to say
and you see a free man see when him say ABS wo man Ghana mo pain. And I want to so hold a Canadian citizenship. Say offend say no certificate the McCann one sa. Identify or pre. What's Ghana Canada since 72 or so. I've been through Samri who potential to be a member of parliament. And then a new my friend is saying National Democratic Congress. Wunyanya with certificates. Opre ho do ho bewura mu ye den. Ana apre ho do ho bewura mu no. Wan kasa okonwaboa. Wan kasa de nipa on na ye primaries internal primaries. Ana or they complain no come party for say new lava obey. O hold dual citizenship. Canada and Ghana or renounce here. Na party so and me disqualify at that stage. Mo hye ne kutupa amana kokko contesting. And to say both NDC anyone no an ho and I won ho abro. And clear process na what they renounce so was citizenship no. Won't control process no. You don't control the process. And Ohene sa share a kidnapping see you say oh the way Australians no. Yeah, na 7 brothers a dream maybe higher citizens and yama to home baby na go home come na nya say Canada and UK and the US and the other developed nations no but be an nip of friend saying ne obi o free man no but be o bia omani di na chi so I just any baba go cry omani di na chi
na COVID by you wan na see here US Ghana for na omukra American citizenship no omode we no be see we also omo befa omunkro for no akon I mean they were almost from they call you come bodu we na phone call on we no obia be fa we were Ghana for any omo dey fifo how but on be for omo
American citizens
we were Ghana from with China e so say me fa boka
you see
Ohene fa na fa be kai
yeah crying citizens are who free London na kura wo visit no well chrome Ghana Wombesha health risk malaria and the chance wako vaccinate against malaria ukoba wabeji boosters and that's how I'm you don't see wono who here Canadians no as a citizen and the enyesa bibi kwa keke no so one person be Canada ni no yeah ten say yeah amawako no they won't do that ebi kura na wo kura de be hwe wachi ne kura na bi oye investment bi e wo country ho and all that enya de be ko just like that I call say lawyers mo amudi divorce case one way your frustration kwa no better ko waro here it's only because just process now go through no laborious me feel say NDC as a party omodi abranche de hwemo I also feel say abranche na nkasa no so wadi wonu ankasa ne ho hwemo we any awaiting results asemo. So my apply na say me results ba na say my pass here university farming. There be as I say at the time wo file no one renounce any renunciation certificate no what do we crater shall say when you Canada ni any idea you know what failure me feel say there's going to be by-election and this by-election is going to be fought you know boot for boot so boot for boot be a boot for Talewati na MPP idea wo be call you know asin enough asin enough no MPP be call butu obi si asin for di nyamboa amwadi den a seat as MPP edge na your MPP seat and you question no ebejima NDC. We have to go back to the drawing board.
But where results President Kufuor won that seat. President Kufuor
exactly.
EBT President Mahama but the parliamentary no.
Just say homework here because when you 17,000 plus if you have results now and we see 14,000 plus. So there's a gap of about 2,000. As I say yes, I see a tassinum banyansa form near put up the best candidate ever for MP.
Now Parliament say anyway it's a bit premature. Let's see how dynamics no because I foresee say there's no way NDC ni papa no omo exhaust all the available legal remedies
processes.
But let's see how it'll go. But eventually what happens and say now by law there's automatic 7 days stay. So if you know apply for stay of execution crime, there's automatic 7 days stay. And you know within that 7 days we know there's a stay. But after 7 days now won't file any process application for stay. Then I just say and one no then if it's that time no corner, he can no longer hold himself as a member of parliament in direct. So let's see how they process it. Others are stretching it and quite fast way ye speaker no koto abani binti sakra net here and even nullify speaker. But I think that if you the cause a realm of adina they corner then what they will also mean say presidential and then ababia so no not even that then a bill be a pass or hobia or
support to
let's see what people are saying about this.
But finally on this one, let us commend Ghana for one thing. Say electoral disputes, no. Say in a year you say you be intended. Yeah. So me
commend the judge, sir.
All right. But once see electoral laws.
Yeah.
Emma say ba na say wo bi nyin tumu a kwan fa so ye dino no ya hyem kena every saa time no you know George Amo edie oni Rebecca adoti die na okota parliament wa ma 4 years no soon we answer na judgment na dey
now you
exactly
because we cross over almost settle down issues ewie no judge na say lawyers no any written submissions written submission because evidence na one in documentary and you know oral viva voce testimony no na enko bia just documentary we to so mo written submission there no na DC lawyers na amfa omo dia anko omo call Supreme Court and Supreme Court na twa omo adwensi so then na omo at the court below no omo make omo way for consideration. I think the last day no omo try say nanka omo ko file bibi but
lawyer Jomoro Zuzu
okay
Jomoro
we are talking about what is
Jomoro Zuzu
okay so but me ba go clean by you tag for mo so Mr. Host, the current MP of Jomoro have the same problem as their South MP. Why not also a by-election for Jomoro? Blay way from Ifaso in the Jomoro municipal. Okay, a court to make a final pronouncement. They are still in court. What I said, now no lawyer, lawyers no call court of appeal, but court of appeal no, ebo mo egwe. So let's see what comes out next. about say this discovery say maame no nkofa that the evidence say na we renounce Nigerian citizenship number, but also say bed in so the other court so and all that. Let's see what comes out of that plea. Lawyer, is it the care of a referee to fish out who is unqualified to play a match? Some people allot the blame to the EC boss that he should have told him not to foul. Opoku Jamna Apatrapa. Where I've said, say, it is not fair to the EC if we put that in, because we not file we on oath there. Prima facie on the face of the document, EC feel every fan is all qualified because one was so say what the 18 years. EC ebe presume say what you have stated on oath is correct or accurate until otherwise it be evidence for be the challenge be bad. Teacher Constitution, we thank the court for a successful ruling at Asen North yesterday. I beg the court to take a second look at the case and the sentence the former Asen North MP into prison because this case is not difficult from the second this one. Okay, people are now saying what is good. Lawyer, I'm telling, I'm linked. Okay, I am something you live at. I'm watching you live at about 4. Lawyer, good work done. My name is Dada from Philip Abofo. Okay, thank you for your message. This one says, lawyer, please, the NDC should accept the court ruling in good faith and stop the back and forth frivolous arguments. It is now believed that the NDC are all full of I will not read this one, Omega Ato Linton. One action, you can't use it to tag everybody. Good evening to you, lawyer. Let the NDC hear to hear the havoc caused by the COVID-19 to this government. Therefore, if the COVID-19 has done same to their MP, I think it is in good direction for them to understand. Okay, from Hebron. Okay, he's also talking about COVID-19 and then the idea about. From day one, Asante Mampong, one day, it is good for the government to create 1 million jobs because the youth are running away from the country because there's no job. Greetings to Honorable Kweku and Prechum Sapong. Good evening to you, lawyer. Please, the MP who will this, please tell him to pay back the money. Okay. I'm sure you're talking about the salaries he has earned as an MP. Good evening to you, Mr. Host. President, 75%, ministers, 57%, civil servants, 4%. Why? Nanado. Remember 2024. Kwajo Chumasi Sefshi Bekwai, KTI boy, sends us this message. He's not happy at all with the percentages. Okay, now this one says, hey, Salasi from God. So, the NDC party should stop wasting their time on a North constituency parliamentary seat because then people will take it like a hawk catching a chick. Okay, very interesting. NDC should stop giving false hope to their members. They have to know until you receive a certificate of renunciation, please. Renunciation. Your renunciation hasn't taken effect. Committed fraud, and this is clear. Let's stop the politics. My lie on a half of where people are talking about denouncing somebody is different from renouncing a citizenship. This is just by way of clarification. Good evening to you, lawyer. Please, I would like to ask, what if you complete SHS and you apply for university? Would you say you are university students while the admissions are not yet out? Asiama from Jankoba in the Achimang will be just south. Ms. Jackson has this question. This one says, good evening to you. Evan Zain in Tutuka Obuasi says, lawyer, 2 major achievements were commissioned this week. Bank of Ghana Hospital and Pukwas interchange. Respect. Okay, I think this is lawyer. The mid-year budget has demonstrated that President Akufo-Addo will give the youth more work to do. There is hope for the youth under President Akufo-Addo. My regards to confirm Honorable Faustina Amisa. Confirmed. Okay. And where I don't know crap upon November Sunday, meaning where you got your information from. Okay. So let me come back to the studio. We are is okay, 1 minute. 1 minute, I can only give you 1 minute, 1 minute. 1 minute, I lecture. You tag going on strike?
That is the expression. And you know, minim say Sebibia and Sidia a honebeko. Na me only plea. It was an idea, banner idea necessary appeal.
Only yes.
Exactly, and appeal is coronavirus. No, a idea already no. Ama academic calendar no. I disrupted.
Do you consider the pride of? And
you know, a idea as I say on here, and at the same time, you know, coronavirus was as I my buying sick assembly so assign I thing.
Is you factor on that?
I acknowledge one fact. Say TUC at the omo statement the Bible on no. Omo can say public sector there is still unfair. You know, salary structure. Ebinumu ejuma omo ye ni baby omo dano
relativities
ne so entino me feel say sa statement no there's the last paragraph no more account or it supersedes almost everything. Okay. As I say government no exactly
at least young bridge gap.
Okay, let's see how we can bridge the gap. Unfortunately that time is up, forgive me, but my lovely panel this evening, New Lava Samuel, thank you so much for coming. Alaji Shakche Grobe, thank you so much for coming. Mwa share mwa mutie da munyina society. Now chisende once so I share jumedi ya dibromo. Without them there will be nothing to watch, there will be nothing to hear. We are grateful to you, everybody who has been part of this production. Yebesha now chisende nyankopon eya adoma. Have a wonderful evening.